Well, that's right. Now listen, you may already know this. I already know, but maybe you don't know. So I'm gonna let you know that it's okay to get up in the aisle and get into it if you need to. You know what I mean? Because it's almost the end of the night, so you might as well get all crazy.
Let's go, let's go.
The way you look at me when you think I'm not looking tells me you're the sleeping giant, wanna buy someone you love before me. I see you scared and convinced by what I tried to say, that I am yours and that nothing will take me away. I know that you know, but sing it again. I love it, baby, nothing will take me away. You already know, but sing it again. I love it, baby, nothing will take me away. The way you always call me with some question, and every time try to pretend you didn't call me just cause I was on your mind. Too soon for you to say out loud, but I know you love me, and though we don't say it already shows. Yeah. I know that you know, but sing it again. I love you, baby, nothing will take me away. You already know, but sing it again. I love you, baby, nothing will take me away. I know that you know, but sing it again. I love you, baby, nothing will take me away. You already know, but sing it again. I love you, baby, nothing will take me away. I wait for you to open up. It's not a bar. Yo, that's what I've been looking for. But you keep your head in the sand. Whoever you love before me, that there's nothing like me. Nothing like me. Nothing like. I know that you know, sing it again. I love it, baby, nothing will take me away. You already know, but sing it again. I love it, baby, nothing will take me away. I know that you know, but sing it again. I love it, baby, nothing will take me away. You already know, but sing it again. I love you, baby, nothing will take me away. The way you look at me when you think I'm not looking. Oh, the way you call me up just to see what's cooking. The way you look at me when you think I'm not looking. I look at you that way too, you just don't know that I do. I know that you know. I know that you know, and I know it shows, but darling, if you need me to, I'll sing it for you again and again and again and again and again. Oh, I'll sing it again and again. Even though I know you know all the telling you need to. I'll sing it for you. I'll sing it again and again and again and again, 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 again. I know that you know, but I'll sing it again. I love it, baby, nothing will take me away. You already know, but I'll sing it again. I love it, baby, nothing will take me away. It won't take me away. I'm not going away. I'm looking for a girl from Fifth Block, cause she gotta be hot, and real freaky like to be on top. I'm looking for a girl from Miller, they are on my pillow, like it rough cause she got that killer. I'm looking for a girl from GP, every time she see me, she don't know how to act, she can't wait till I get back. This song is for you, girl, whatever you want is yours. This is for them GI girls and them EC girls and them Hammond girls and them Chi-Town girls. Baby, pump that thing. Now work the middle, put your drinks in the air, now sip. This is for them GI girls and them EC girls and them Hammond girls and them Chi-Town girls. Baby, pump that thing. Now work the middle, put your drinks in the air, now sip. I'm looking for a little girl from Maryville, but she gotta keep it real, and let it know just how I feel. I'm looking for her in West Calumet, cause they got that wet. They get all into it, don't care if I got a girl off in the harbor, my girl up in the harbor. She can't wait till I get back, can't wait till this song is for you. This song is for you, girl. Whatever you want is yours. This is for them GI girls and them EC girls and them Hammond girls and them Chi-Town girls. Baby, put that thing. Now work the middle, put your drinks in the air, now sip. This is for them GI girls and them EC girls and them Hammond girls and them Chi-Town girls. Baby, put that thing. Now work the middle, put your drinks in the air, now sip.
Hey, if you from the G, then come with me. Lay up in this cup with me, rubbing on your thighs while you in my lap of luxury. GP, EC, HMD, come and skate with me. Tin it up, blowing while we got that hand going up. Rep your hood, throw it up. Gangsta girl, she like it rough. Biting, smacking, weed, snatching down with all that kinky stuff. And I like when she work that middle, move to the right, then make that jiggle. I like them girls from that mad
this
middle.
Is for them GI girls and them EC girls and them Hammond girls and them Chi-Town girls. Baby, pump that thing. Now work the middle, put your drinks in the air, now sip a little.
Look, all my DJs, look, if y'all want to get the party jumping and have the girls just going crazy, I'm telling you, put this on and they gonna be like, what? And they gonna be like, I'm telling you. Matter of fact,
Greetings. Thank you all for tuning in to the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show. We're so excited and happy to have you here tonight to be with us in our broadcast live stream. Just a few housekeeping chores before we get started and your gracious host comes online. Tonight you are in one of the best places that you could ever be, and for that you should just go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. Real quick, we'd like to give you a disclaimer. The show is not responsible for anything that is said on the show. There's your disclaimer. During the show, if you are vibing with us, you feeling what we're saying, and you would love to just give us a love token, where you're going to see at the bottom of the screen is going to say Cash App Tyron Joe, $ Tyron Joe, TYRENJO. Anything that you can give will be greatly appreciated. A one, a two, or a few. We greatly appreciate it. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor of the program, please go to our Instagram page at BZNZ Talk. At BZNZ Talk, our Instagram page. Also, you can go to our Facebook page at BZNZ Talk, and we will be glad to work with you. And also a quick reminder throughout the show, I want to let you know that the likes are free, the dislikes are free, the love button is free, the share button is free, and the subscribe button is free. 5 things while you're viewing this broadcast, 5 things while you're learning and growing, 5 things that is for free, and we would love for you to partake in that during the program. Last but not least, once again, we want to thank you all for tuning in to our program, our broadcast, our live stream, because you are the ones that run the show. Thank you all. Peace. Be blessed.
We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn. DZNZ, Internet Talk Radio. We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn.
You are now tuned into BZNZ Internet Talk Radio, where the relationship talk is the conversation that never sleeps and the payoff is never cheap.
Oh yeah, the payoff is never ever cheap. That's right, BZNZ is in the building, y'all. BZNZ is in the building. Back once again. I know we took off a couple weeks. Sorry, but you know how it is. You gotta get work done. I mean, you ain't getting no money from YouTube. You gotta keep getting it how you get it. Live it how you live it. You feel me? Well, welcome to BZNZ Internet Talk Radio. I am Tyron Joe. Your gracious host. We appreciate everybody that's tuning in on tonight. Your generosity and your support. BZNZ comes on every Thursday night, rain, sunshine, 8 p.m. Eastern. I know. This is something we're doing different, but it's still 8 p.m. Eastern. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern time. BZNZ is brought to you by Real Men. And I do mean real men drink water. Because wait, our ladies need us to be King Kong in bed. Oh yeah, fellas. If you don't drink your water, you're not going to be able to use your third leg. So right now at this time, we want all of the men all over the building. Grab your coffee mug, grab your sippy cup, grab your flask, whatever it is that you drink your water out of, grab it. And let us take a pause for the cause and have a sip. Woo. What a little bit of water can do. Refreshing. Every drop, every bite. Let us hear our testimonial.
When I look down, thanks be to God. Thanks be to God. When I look down, I can see the rod.
One more time.
When I look down, thanks be to God. Thanks be to God. When I look down, I can see the rod.
And 3 times for the Trinity.
When I look down, thanks be to God. Thanks be to God. When I look down, I can see the rod.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen? brothers and sisters, we want you to stay tuned. Stay tuned. This broadcast later on, we are going to watch a little bit of a video that I think would be very enlightening concerning ED. We're going to watch a little bit of that, and I can't wait to get your opinions on things. We're going to talk just a little bit about it. But until then, we're going to go ahead and listen to a little bit of this Pretty Ricky as we get ready to start the monologue.
Stars in the morning, I'm okay. Oh, sex with you. So one day, I'm gonna have a night. Let's sing for you. So one day, my body, your body, my body, your body's burning up. Hey, burning up. Ooh. My body, your body, my body, your body's burning up. Burning up. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about bubbles in tub. Let's talk about making love. You on top, girl, it's going down. On sex, baby. On the high line.
Well, thank you all for tuning in tonight to the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show, where once again I am your gracious host, Tyron Joe. Tonight is open mic night, whereas we just gonna be, you know, I hate to say all over the place, but essentially with the topics, hey, we running them up. Come on. Tonight we're gonna run the topics tonight. That's what we're gonna do. And before we get started, you know me, I have scripture. I have scripture in my heart ready to read and to present. And this what we feeling on tonight. Let me turn this camera off. We just gonna start reading. This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, have God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. Excuse me. Allergies trying to kick in, but we're going to still keep it going. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. Well, let's go back up to the beginning. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. Stop right there. Fellas, with that information right there that's given, meaning that the serpent was more subtle than any beast, you should know you can't have that type of animal, that type of rascal or whatever around your woman. Come on. Because when you have that type of animal or rascal around your woman, come on, it is easy for them to be able to get into the hen house. Come on. It is easy for them to be able to get what they came to get. Come on. With no problems at all. Come on. Look at her. Look at it. The woman, she knew exactly what. Man, let's go and call the board. The woman knew exactly what was said to Adam. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. You got to ask yourself, ladies, you got to ask yourself which one is greater. Come on. You got to ask yourself which one is greater. Was the serpent greater or was God greater? Because she clearly knew. She clearly knew what God had said. With that being said, she still decided to do exactly what it is that she wanted to do, which puts her into violation along with the man. But my point today is that, fellas, we got to be careful of what we bring around our women and who we bring our women around. Shout out to the men that really don't go out too much with their woman. Come on. Like going out to social gatherings, going out to dinner to eat. Because you know what? When you doing all that, you don't even know it, but you entertaining spirits. Come on. You are entertaining spirits that is unaware. When you all out here taking your wife out to Benihana's. When you all out here taking your wife out to, on these road trips. Come on. When you out here taking your wife on these extravagant places. Come on. You are setting yourself up for failure. Come on. You are opening up your wife to be squandered. Come on. By another man. Come on. I mean, look at what the scripture said. It said that now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Meaning that the serpent, it had no respect of person. Come on. It didn't care that it was Adam's wife. Come on. The serpent said, I see something that I want, and I'm gonna get it now. Come on. It doesn't matter. She could be Mother Teresa. I want Mother Teresa right now. Come on. So, Eve, she said her thing. And then the serpent, come on now, the serpent came up and he said his thing. Well, what did the serpent say? Look how the serpent got it. He said, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. Come on. For God does know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Come on, for a lot of these women, that's all it take to be able to say something slick of the tongue and make it sound a little decent. Come on. That's all it take, just to be able to say something just a little slick. Come on. Just something that sounds kind of, that sounded really educational. Come on. I think I want to have his babies. Come on. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Y'all ain't said a word. Come on. It said, you know what? It sounded a little educational. I think I want to have his babies. Come on. That's what the problem is that
The problem is that, you know, fellas, we gotta really, you know, watch. We really gotta be the guard. But at the end of the day, how we gonna really get there is by the teachings. Come on. We got to teach our women. We got to let our women know from day one what it is. And if she not with that program, fellas, you gotta let her go. Come on now. Yeah, you gotta let her go. I hate to say this phrase, hate to say this slogan, but you know how they, you know what it is. Nothing is forever. Come on, fellas. We can't be putting all our eggs in one basket. Come on. We can't be acting like, you know, even though we got a girl on our arm, we can't be acting like she the one. Come on. Because at any notice, at any minute, how women are, they tend to switch up anyway. Come on. Hello. They switch up so quick, man. It's unbelievable. I just got through watching a video. Of where the young brother, he was talking. Well, no, it was another video where it was talking about when a woman get past the age 40. Yeah, we could take this down. All right. I think I can come back up on screen. Okay. It was talking about how when a woman get past the age of 40, how like she, you know, begins to act very strange. It's how they talk about how that woman, when she get past the age 40, she not the woman she was when she was 25. Come on. I knew that. I mean, hell, even when a woman in her 20s, she switch up. Come on. We could take it a step further. They switch up when they in their teen years. Come on. 1 minute they got short hair. Come on. The next minute they got long hair. Come on. Tell me it's not a switch up. Come on. But what he was saying that, you know, the woman that you married when she was 25, she not that woman when she at the age 40. She now is entering what you call a midlife crisis because she know that her youthful days, she know that her beauty days is all over with now. And now she got to really tap in. She got to now dig into something that's much greater than herself. She got to face all the lies that was told to her. She got to be able to face all the lies that she believed, you know. As long as people was calling her beautiful and pretty, you know, that's what she believed. But she was a nasty, rotten, evil individual on the inside. And now all of that rot, all of the evilness is catching up to her. And now she got a decision to make. You know, should I stay with the husband that I'm with, the man that married me in my youth, the man that, you know, gave me the world, not just promised me the world, but the man that gave me the world? I have now a decision to make. Should I stay with him? Should I stay or should I go? And, you know, as my good brother King Dwayne would say, when you give a woman options, she chooses chaos. Come on. And sadly, many women, they tend to file for divorce in their 40s. Come on. Look at Lala Anthony. Come on. Lala Anthony, she had the world fooled into believing that Carmelo Anthony was the reason why the divorce was going down. Come on. Well, he's a basketball player, and you know, he's had sex with all kinds of women. You know, this and that. He wasn't a good father. Come on. You know, just be a father. Come on. Is what a lot of women are holler out, but they don't themselves. They don't know what being a father is. Come on. A lot of our black women, they did not grow up in the house with their father. Come on. So therefore, we have to ask the question: do you know what it means to be a father? Come on. Just throwing around words, just throwing around slogans and phrases that you have no idea of. But this is what's wrong today in the black community. We have a lack of teachers. We got to get more teachers into our community that will break things down, that will really get it ingrained into your mind that this is a father. So you understand what a father is when you yell out, just be a father. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can say the same thing. Be a mother. Know how to love your kids. Know how to, you know what I'm saying? Don't just, you know, get the food stamps and then you give the food stamp to some nigga, but get the food stamps and cook the food. You know what I'm saying? Robert F. Kennedy, hey, you know what? Shout out to Robert F. Kennedy. That, Robert F. Kennedy, he getting it where, hey, if you gonna be on food stamps, you can't buy no cookies and chips. Don't you know that's what a lot of the black family has raised their kids up on? Come on, the mom lazy as hell. She don't want to cook no steak. She don't want to cook no chicken and rice. She said, you know what? Go on down there, get you some of the flaming hot Cheetos. Go on down there, get you a bologna sandwich. Go on down there, get you a ham sandwich. Ma'am, where is the hard cooked meal? We just stepped off into fall. We off into fall, man. You know what they cook a lot in fall? They cook chili. Come on, they cook vegetable soup. You know what I'm saying? Beef broth. You know what I'm saying? And in about a month, month and a half, we're gonna be stepping right into what? Thanksgiving, where the turkey and dressing and gravy. You know what I mean? The green beans. You know, traditional foods that the kids of today probably won't even have no idea of. Because a lot of the parents of today, they lazy as hell. They don't want to cook it. They'd rather just, you know, we just go on to the store. We're going to go on over to my Aunt Sally's house. We're going to go on to grandma's house. That grandma cooked the meal. You know what I'm saying? But these are traditions. These are traditions that you're supposed to learn from Big Mama. Come on, these are the things. These are the skills. This is what Big Mama behavior comes into play, because Big Mama, she is the one that's supposed to be able to get the girls together and teach them how to keep house. But where Tyron Joe, come in and talk about Big Mama behavior is because we have a lot of Big Mamas. They have, you know what I'm saying, once they get, you know, post-menopausal, they have began to let resentment. They began to let that guilt build up, and now they hate their husband, or they hated the man that they was married to, and now all that frustration, all that anger is built up, and so now they no good for the child. But before that, Big Mama was able to keep house. Big Mama was able to, you know, get the girls together. When she seen girls disrespecting men, Big Mama was the bodyguard for the man. Big Mama would be the one that snatched the girls up and lay hands on the girls to let her know that's not the way you treat man. You don't treat no man like that. This man has been working 8 hours of the day. This man has been working 10 hours of the day. And this man has been working 12 hours of the day. And you mean to tell me you about to yell? You mean to tell me that you about to argue? You mean to tell me that you about to fuss at this man? This man's feet is hurting. This man been standing up all day. And you telling him that it ain't no food on the table. You telling him that you need to go get this. You need to go get that. Happy wife, happy life. If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Where do you get this sense of entitlement? I know where, because the fathers, we have dropped the ball. We got to bring black fathers back. We got to bring the real black fathers back into our community, where we are teaching our young girls at an early age. And we're getting the Big Mamas on board to where, hey, Big Mama, look, everything that we have taught, everything we have said, we need you to reinforce it in our absence. How can we continue to keep the community? How can we continue to keep the culture going strong if we are not upholding the culture? Why do we have libraries in our community? Because you know what? Libraries, they tell of a history. Libraries, they tell of a legacy that many of us may not know. I mean, you can just go down the board. What's the Asian history? You go to a library, you can figure it out. What's the history of the indigenous people? You can go to the library, you can figure it out. What's the history of the African people? You can go to a library, you can figure it out. But what's the history? What's the history of the black love or black romance? What's the history of black families? What's the history of just being blacks coming together? You can still go to a library and figure it out. But you know what you're gonna find? You're gonna find the videos of where they they had the one guy, Mike Wallace. Well, Mike Wallace, he was asking the ladies, would you rather raise your child by itself or with a father? And this was back in the 80s. This was 40-something years ago, y'all. That was a long time ago, but the women 40-something years ago still had the idea that I can certainly get away with keeping my raising my kids by myself. No, I don't want no man involved. If I get a man involved, that's just gonna mess up everything. I mean, where do you get this thinking? Where do you get this idea? You know, this week I posted up about a young broad. She out there running. She got a cult following. I thought Chris Brown and Beyonce had a cult following. OMG. This little broad Cardi B, she has a cult following that is second to none. This chick, she out here flossing around and fronting, being pregnant with a man that's no damn good. Oh yeah, Stephon Diggs, you ain't shit, brother. And she out here flossing this man, being pregnant by this man, and she's still married. Now where they do that at? You know good damn well they ain't doing that. That wasn't taught in the black community. Come on, Big Mama years ago wasn't going for that. Come on, Big Daddy, he wasn't going for that years ago. If you pregnant by a man that's not your husband and you still married, hey, hush your mouth. Keep it private. In some cases, some of them say, you know what, once you had a baby, you give me the baby and you stay married to your husband. Hello. You give me the baby. You stay married to your husband. After that, I don't want to hear it. It's open mic night time, y'all. It's open mic night time, y'all. I'm tired. Give it up. Man, we're going go ahead and bring Danger on up to the stage. We're gonna bring Danger on up to the stage. We're gonna let Danger cook, talk to the people for a minute. Danger. You gotta unmute yourself, Danger.
All right. So what's up there, boss man?
Oh, not much. Talk to the people. I know you got something on your mind.
Ain't nothing on my mind except blood vessels and water and mud and a few other things like that.
You said blood vessels. What?
Yeah. Hey man, it's really wild what's going on around this world. I ain't gonna beat up on the ladies today, man. I'm gonna take a low road today because the women there's some people that's listening in, and I don't want them to think that I'm just women bashing. A lot of times women act up because the guys allow them to act up. Now I like what you said in the beginning. When you first hook up with a woman, you got to let her know what you is and what you ain't gonna go for. And if she don't want to get with the program, move over, Sizzling. Where's the bacon?
Did you see the scripture that I read at first?
No, I didn't catch that. Throw it back up, man. Let me catch that real quick.
It's a good one too, because This is the problem that a lot of our men have. Hold on, let's go. We're gonna go to verse 1. That's verse 1, the first sentence. That's where a lot of men mess up at. Verse 1, the first sentence. What do it say?
Oh, you're talking about the serpent being more subtle than any beast of the field?
Stop right there. That's the problem. Fellas, we can't bring we gotta know who to bring our women around and who not. You can't bring your woman around no subtle beast, because that subtle beast, he got a mouthpiece. Come on. That subtle beast, he got a mouthpiece that'll get your woman about her panties.
Well, if that's the way you're looking at it.
Come on.
But if you notice,
this open mic night tonight. We about to go hard tonight. Go ahead.
If you notice, the beast, the serpent, the spirit of the serpent didn't come around when Adam was near the woman.
Yeah, because he knew that it was gonna be some demons that was gonna get exorcised. We back on exercising those demons again. He knew that if he came around Adam, he was gonna get rebuked. But he know that if I come around the soft-spoken, the weaker vessel, I might get some of that cutty.
Well, that could be a possibility, but if you notice, he didn't come around Adam because he knew Adam had dominion over him.
Come
on. With Adam having dominion over him, and he's a beast of the field, so whatever Adam said or commanded him to do, he had no choice to do but fall in line.
Oh.
But then on the other hand, you got the woman, and a lot of women hate to admit it, but I don't care how smooth a woman thinks she is. There's always some rusty ankle out there that can talk her out of what he wants her to,
Most definitely. I mean, it says it, but here's the thing though. It's something else that we got to look at. It said, okay, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. Oh, God made him to be subtle.
Of course.
Oh,
he was subtle when he was upstairs.
Oh,
you ain't gonna find a lot of preachers. You ain't gonna find a lot of preachers agree with that, but he was subtle when he was upstairs,
and that's why he got kicked downstairs. I see.
Yeah, I mean, what you're reading is you're kind of like how can I say this and be diplomatically and politically correct? You're kind of twisting up apples and oranges.
Who twisting up apples and oranges?
Well, see, you're taking the scripture and reading the scripture, but as you read the scriptures, you're trying to mix it in with a situation that doesn't have anything to do with the scriptures. A woman, although she's mentioned in the book, and today's men taking their women wherever they want to take them, that's two different sides of the boat. Because that right there that you're reading is specifically for women that are supposed to be geared towards serving their Lord. And the other part is basically people that have the trickle-down effect and went from grace to disgrace. So the guys that are taking their women wherever they taking them at today, that's a little bit different than that right there. Because, see, the guys that are taking their women around today, if they done laid out the foundation when they first got together, they ain't got to worry about no guy spiking up on their woman. And if they do,
that's what it sounds. It sounds to me that I'm right on time, because it sounds to me that Adam did not lay the foundation down.
Sure, he did.
Where
he laid the foundation down.
Well,
when he told Eve that she shouldn't eat the tree, the fruit. The foundation was laid right there when he said, "Yeah, we can knock down anything, but we can't touch this tree right here. We can't eat this fruit right here." That was the foundation right there. She being according to the Tampered Wood King James Version, the weaker vessel, she had no choice but to yield into something that was a little bit more powerful than she was. If you notice, the serpent was never compared or anywhere near as powerful as Adam was, because Adam had dominion over him. That's why he only came to Eve, who did not have dominion over him. Because, see, Adam had dominion over everything on the earth, including Satan. But Eve didn't. She was not given the authority or the power. That's why a lot of women are running around here and considering themselves to be lesbians and homosexuals.
Ooh.
And I say
Why is
that
that?
because the women that run around here calling themselves an apostle, bishops, and elders, if they are reading what they say that they're living by, that Bible clearly states you got to be the husband of one wife. So if she's a bishop or an elder, that means she's going with one wife. And the book of Romans lets you know that God says, now you ain't supposed to have that strange affection for your own kind.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm mixing apples and oranges, because I'm basically just letting the fellows know this how he messed up. He let Eve be around as this serpent. And Adam, it does not talk about how if Adam was there, because you just said yourself, if he was there, the serpent would have had to bow down.
He would. But if you notice, there's nowhere in that parcel that you're reading that states that Adam was nowhere near Eve and the serpent at the time this went down. Adam was off doing men things.
Let's go here, Mr. D. Okay, you older than me, so you probably know back in the day that women was not allowed really to be out and about by themselves.
Well, with me being 300 years old, I would say at one time, women did not want to. They wasn't allowed to, but they also didn't want to be out by themselves.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. They didn't want to. I like that. Well, they need to come back. They need to come back.
But as you see, a lot of things that are happening today is happening because it's 11:59. And what I mean by 11:59 is it's time for Jesus to come back. So a lot of this stuff that's going on right now has to come to pass because it was prophesied by the prophets of old, as well as the clock. They're saying it's 11:59 because, as you see, a lot of things are happening now, especially in Indiana and America, is the same things that was happening in the city that is named after syphilis and gonorrhea.
Sodom and okay. Well, okay. With that being said, they said yesterday was the rapture.
Yeah, so what that means is that a whole lot of them devils didn't make it.
They said it was people out there giving away homes, houses, and cars. I was like, well, I wish I'd have been around. I'm like, I'll watch your car for you. Oh yeah, I will watch your car, take great care of it. Oh, your house too? Oh yeah, just throw me the keys. I got you.
Well, I ain't gonna call nobody's name out, but there was a very prominent preacher that told his church members many years ago, when he was in another smaller place, that the rapture was coming in April of Sin day and year, and they all start selling their houses and cashing in their stocks and everything because they just knew, they knew what their man was saying was true. But that day came and went without the rapture happening. And you know what that man came back and said?
What'd he say?
He said, I made a mistake. My timetable was messed up. No, you didn't make a mistake. You lied because you got yourself a little bit ahead of the game. Because no man knows when he's coming back. Even his preachers don't know.
Let's see. Perhaps this pastor, he had a church on 38th Street in between Arlington and Emerson.
Well, I would say that pastor basically had a church right there behind the Children's Museum on the other side of town. before he moved.
Behind the Children's Museum down off of Illinois.
Yowsome.
Okay, I'm lost now. Okay.
Yeah, that's been many moon ago.
Wow. And he said, and people they were selling houses and land, huh?
People was cashing in their 401ks. A lot of people from Chevrolet, Ford, and Chrysler was cashing in they retirement money and everything because they knew the time was just about up. They were selling their houses and everything. And it's just so fortunate that one lady, her daughter, took the man to court to sue him.
Yes.
And it slowly faded out of the newspaper and the news because he was one of the more prominent men in the city of Indianapolis.
Oh, wait.
And I'm pretty sure that some of the listeners and viewers know who it is if I would drop his name, but I refuse to drop his name. But I will say he had a church on Kenwood.
I don't really know who that was. I wasn't here back in those days. I was born and raised in the city of Gary, so that's probably where I was at during that time.
I'm pretty sure you was, sir, because it was, because the man, listen, a lot of people get those titles and those positions in these churches. And I'm going to stand flat footed and say that God did not call them to pastor churches. Like he never called a woman to lead or pastor a church. Now, where they got crossed up at is the angel called them to come and get saved. And they thought he said, come and pastor the church. So they got a little bit mixed up and stayed on that bandwagon. You know how it is after you get to rolling something so long, you hate to take down because you get an egg on your face. That's basically what it is. You know, a lot of women right now calling themselves pastors of the church. But see, with the speaking of the serpent spirit being as subtle, here's what the women doing now. They are calling themselves co-pastors and taking their jelly-backed husband and making them the pastors so they can say, no, he the head of the house. He the head of the church. I'm just helping him. And know good and well when they get home, they tell him what he better do and say at the church.
That's bad. That's why I can't really do the church thing no more these days. Can't do it. I still, if I get invited to a church, I'll go. But man, actually, pledging my, I can't do that. Pledging my allegiance and stuff. Nah, we ain't doing none of that.
And believe it or not,
read my Tampa with King James. Read my Tampa with King James version. Well, most definitely we're gonna continue to do that. Go ahead, Danger.
Well, I mean, it basically lets you know that it's tampered with. But a lot of people refuses to understand that a lot of these men that call themselves pastors is pimping these people, because after Pentecost, you don't see nowhere in the Bible where it tells you to pay tithes.
Oh.
After Jesus died and rose, he did not tell anybody to pay tithes. Well, that happened back there when Melchizedek and Abraham. Yes, but Jesus said, I come not to destroy the law, but to fulfill the law. So everything that Jesus did after he rose, we, them that say they got it, which I doubt if they do, is supposed to follow in his foot tracks and do exactly as he do. That's why it's going to be very few people that do make it in.
They ain't trying to hear that one, Doc.
Well, I mean,
they hush mouth on that one, Doc.
I mean, in all honesty, the book of Thessalonians said, prove all things. And the Tampered with King James Version says, buy the truth and sell it not. A lot of folk leading to these churches today, check that. A lot of folks that's leading these house of worshiping, they said today, need to get back on the altar and get saved, because most of the ones that say they got the Holy Ghost that Jesus got, they do not have it. And their Bible says they don't have it.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. But then when you try to tell them about it, they don't want to listen.
You know the first word out of their mouth? Oh, brother, you taking that out of context. You don't find nowhere in the Bible where Jesus told anybody they were taking it out of context.
Facts.
He tell them, he said, it is written. You do
Facts.
like the word said, you know. And a lot of preachers, they know they slim shady. That's why they holler, you got that out of context, brother. That was for them days, and that ain't for today. Well, then your Bible, you say you living by, said Jesus Christ the same yesterday, today, and forever. So if it ain't for today, then how did you get saved?
Cardi B, she out here flaunting another man's baby while still being married.
Well, see, Carly B, I already know she's an adulteress. So, I mean, it don't matter to her what happens.
But we have black women that is trying to take up for Cardi B.
Well,
apologists, Cardi B apologists, the same way, no shade to you, Danger, but the same way you are with the Democratic Party. They are apologists.
let me kiss the poor boy on his forehead. Well, I ain't gonna bother the Democratic Party, but there's only one guy on this planet that's running the United States where every word he says gospel and everything else is fake news. But I ain't gonna say nothing about the people that are wishing. I ain't gonna say nothing about the people that are wishing that they had went for the lady with the greens in the bathtub. Now that the government getting ready to shut down and they already getting ready to get fired.
Let's not get on the bathtub greens, because I have seen videos of white people. I guess I don't know if they're Republicans or not, but they was saying a point that I made when Pastor Larry was on the program one time. I said, well, I totally believe that whoever was in office, this was gonna happen, because some of this stuff was written in order. Some of this stuff is orders that they got to carry out, that them presidents got to carry out, sitting on their table, on their desk. They said that whole COVID. Oh man, I ain't supposed to say it, but the pandemic that was supposed to happen during Obama's days, but it happened at the end of Trump's first term. At the end of the first term. Why is that? But anyway, we jumping around. Let's get back to Cardi B. Then we get back to Trump.
Well, we'll get back to Cardi B because everybody knows she's fake. I mean, for anybody that glorifies stripping in front of a bunch of strange men, and if she was stripping, she was doing them lap dances.
But I mean, you know what? I'm not even amazed at her. She gonna be who she is. It's the black women that's single moms. It's the black women that's got kids. I have to ask the question, what type of example are you set for your kids? You coming onto my Facebook page and you are taking up defending her scallywag behavior. She's according to the government, we not, I mean, that's a whole nother subject, of course. I don't really believe in the government marriage, but according to the government, she's married. But she's also claiming that Stephon Diggs is her boyfriend. So she's married with a boyfriend. Here go our black women. Well, technically, she's legally separated. and you know they both. Then you got women coming on and where they both went their separate ways and all of this and this and that, and allegedly Offset, he was the one that was cheating, so she justified and moving on. I'm like, do you hear what you saying? Do you hear what you saying? Because you got kids, and if your kids hear you saying that, they will say, well, you know what? I heard mama say this. So with that being said, I guess it wouldn't be, I guess I can go ahead and get married. And then I can say, you know what? I don't like him no more and have sex with Tyrone. And I can have Tyrone's baby while still married to him and say, we just separated. You see how confusing that is?
Well, I mean, the same women that are defending her are also the same women that go out and party on the weekend wearing booty shorts.
Oh, wait. But if you say that to him, how dare you say that I'm not that type of woman? What type of woman do you think I am? The same one as Cardi B.
Well, you know what the old saying is, south of the Ohio River, they always said birds of the feather flock together.
Flock together.
So I mean, there's a new video supposed to come out with Megan Thee Stallion playing the part of a serpent, and all that stuff, man.
Oh, really? She gonna play a serpent? Well,
Yeah,
I mean, that is her behavior. So I mean, she's actually playing herself. Absolutely. I mean, do that, Megan. But we're gonna go in to get into Trump real quick. I got a video for you. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Let me run and hide.
Oh man, this your boy right there now. This your boy. Don't hide.
President Trump's warning.
Eskenazi Health, dedicated to offering patient-focused healthcare for over 165 years to residents of Marion County and Central Indiana, providing treatment and services through more than 1 million outpatient visits each year. More at eskenazihealth.edu.
Well, the great detective.
I'm Chief Inspector Megre.
Why are you never?
I can mute it. Yeah, let it go on and play. Mute the sound at least. Come on with the. Oh, okay, it's almost done. It's almost done, but we want to. Yeah, I want to play. Hear this news update of what happened, and we can talk about it.
Based on his unproven claim that it can lead. President Trump's warning to pregnant women this week to stop taking Tylenol based on his unproven claim that it can lead to autism sparked widespread concern and many questions about what the science actually shows. So we're going to try to take some time and answer some of those questions. Let's start with Tylenol, which doctors have turned to as the best option for treating pain and fever during pregnancy. On Monday, President Trump blamed acetaminophen in part for a significant rise in the number of cases of autism. Here's what he said.
Acetaminophen, which is basically commonly known as Tylenol, during pregnancy can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. I want to say it like it is. Don't take Tylenol. Don't take it. If you just can't, I mean, it's fight like hell not to take it. There may be a point where you have to, and that you have to work out with yourself.
For more on this, we're joined first by Dr. Linda Eckert. She's an author and a professor of obstetrics and gynecology at the University of Washington. Dr. Eckert, welcome to the NewsHour. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you.
So scientists have been looking at this link between acetaminophen and autism for decades. In the announcement, we should point out that the White House leaned very heavily on the research of the dean of Harvard School of Public Health, Dr. Andrea Beccarelli, quoting him as saying there is a causal relationship between Tylenol and autism. Just tell us, what does most of the research on this issue show?
Most of the research does not bear out that there's a causal relationship. Causal relationships are quite hard to prove, actually. And the research on Tylenol has been quite reassuring overall. And there was actually many studies, several great studies that have looked at this. And the most recent one that is a very powerful study was done in Sweden, where they looked over 250,000 individuals. And they also were able to look at siblings, where people had environmental and sibling relationships, genetics in common. When they accounted for these environmental and genetic risks, they did not see any association between Tylenol and autism. So that's thought to be a very gold standard study.
Dr. Ecker, can I also ask you, the reporting has shown recently that Dr. Baccarelli was also paid some $150,000 a few years ago in 2023 to be an expert witness in a lawsuit against the makers of Tylenol. It's gotten a lot of attention, but is that unusual or cause for concern here?
Well, I feel like a lot of times when people do research and publish it, they are asked to be experts. I think what's important is to disclose that, and also to have a balance of people that are testifying or offering expert opinions.
I want to ask you as well about.
So pretty much what she's saying is that Trump, he don't have a clue what he's talking about with the acetaminophen.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna bother the poor man. I mean, the man is kind of up in the age a little bit, but that's the same man that was telling everybody. That's the same man that was telling everybody to drink bleach to get rid of that thing.
What? I don't remember him doing that, but he said that.
Yeah. Whoa. Now, before this man came down with what they call the don't mention,
yeah,
he was telling people that he thinks the best way to cure this unmentionable is to drink bleach. Look it up on Google. It's there. All you gotta do is Google/President Trump says to drink bleach.
Man, I know.
It's there.
I know you say, drink bleach to cure that Magic Johnson situation.
No, sir. Because here's the setup. Once you drink that bleach, it's gonna cure a whole lot of stuff because you're gonna die. It's gonna eat your throat up from the time it touch your lips all the way to the bottom fall out.
Ooh.
And they let you know it's deadly. Don't drink it. Now here he is, Mr. Everybody's fake news except for him, and he's telling everybody to drink it. Now, as a matter of fact, it just hit my thoughts. Google/lawsuits against Trump for drinking bleach. I think about 3 or 4 people died.
Wow, somebody actually did it.
Yeah, listening to this goomer.
Wait.
I believe you'll find it if you Google it. And besides, this man that people are praising so high is the same man that's got people in his cabinet that are overseeing offices that they know nothing about. An FBI director that has never been an FBI agent. Robert Kennedy, because his last name is Kennedy, is over the CDC. Don't know anything about it except getting drunk. Come on now. What would you rather have? A brain surgeon to work on your brains and know what he's doing, or a shade tree mechanic to work on your brains and he never touched the brain?
Wait.
But the thing that bothers me the most is you got those puppets that's supposed to be looking after the country that took a pledge that said they're going to look out for the people. And whatever he says, they kowtow do it. Like the FCC. Trying to take away the freedom of speech, which is constitutionally protected. Because a man say something against him, we kill his show. But guess what? They killed his show, but the public says money is better than your mindset. So they bring Jimmy Kittle back on. He didn't apologize or nothing. He went right back at him again.
Yeah, they said he was doing blackface or something. One of them Jimmys, Fallon, one of them, they said he did a blackface skit with Sarah Silverman or somebody. I was like, wow. Yeah, I don't watch none of their shows. I used to watch Fallon a lot because he had the Roots band on there, but I stopped watching a lot of them, man. Yeah, Fallon, he got the Roots band on there, but I mean, wow, blackface skit.
Okay. Then what about the employees of ABC and Disney asking their executives to make a choice? Do you bow to political power or do you go ahead and uphold the freedom of speech? That was in the news today.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what I heard. I heard they said that even though he came back Tuesday night, they said there's still some markets that said they still not gonna play the show. Certain cities and states, they said they still ain't gonna air it.
Oh, yeah, there was a few of them that said they wasn't going to air it, but I give you by the end of the month, I bet they will be airing it. You know why?
Why?
They can't survive without advertising dollars. And Jimmy Valiant and Jimmy Fallon, or whatever his name is, that guy's bringing in the advertising dollars.
It was
Okay,
really
Donald.
it was Jimmy Kimmel's show that got canceled, but
Well, maybe it
they
was
said
Jimmy
something about
Kimmel then.
Fallon did something with the blackface or something.
Yeah, maybe it's Jimmy Kimmel then. Anyway, they said Donald Trump said he didn't have any ratings and nobody watched his show, but they did a survey and found out that instead of the 2 million that usually watch him at night,
Oh yeah,
there
there's a lot
was
of people
6
watch that
million
show.
that watched him.
Yeah, there's a lot of people watch that man's show. I mean, that's why he owned that. Please believe if wasn't nobody watching that show, he wouldn't been on the air. So
Yeah, I mean, you know, when he was taken off the air, I mean, they basically flipped the country upside down. He was gonna come back on regardless because he was already in the market of setting up his podcast.
right. And then he really gonna say what he want to say then. So
So you
yeah.
see, like, so I'm looking at this man. I'm looking at this man that is basically throwing all kind of lies across America, and people are eating it up with a straw. Everything somebody said that he's done, which he has done, all he had to do is come out and say, that's fake news. And everybody, oh yeah, that is, that's fake news. That's fake news.
But we got a lot of people like that in the world though, that has that type of reach with their voice where they can just say this, and that, and the people believe it. We just got through talking about the pastors.
Yeah, a lot of pastors are like that. And as you can see, one by one, London bridges is falling down. They coming down one by one.
Facts.
A lot of pastors down there in Texas and Louisiana is married to women that turned out to be men.
Uh-oh.
Matter of fact, there was a woman that was, I saw a clip today. A woman, she killed her husband. That he was a pastor. She killed him because he had a falsie down there.
He had a what?
A falsie. He'd been knocking her out for over 30 years. And every time they got ready to have sex, he'd have her turn out the light and get the room real dark, and they get busy. And she found out one day, she just got fed up and found out one day, turned the light on, and the man was putting on the strap on.
Wow. Well,
his meat tallywhacker wasn't big enough.
Well, that sounds like it's time for us to transition to our next topic. Oh yeah, this is a good one right here, y'all. We talk about real men drink water. We're gonna get into this topic. Enough with the the drama, but this real life right here, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this.
Family, this is the conversation that a lot of you have been waiting.
Shout out to this brother for being transparent.
Waiting on updates from my surgery. Before we get into it, this whole entire video will be rated M for mature audiences only. So I'm gonna give those of you time to skedaddle. This conversation will not be for you. Dame, how come we couldn't have known sooner about what you went into surgery for? Well, two things. One, everybody talks about everything in their time, right? Being the fact my post-op for my surgery is tomorrow, I can now speak about it. And that's what I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait my 6 weeks. No, I did not get a gastric sleeve, gastric bypass, nothing of that nature. No, I did not get knee surgery, nothing of that nature. But your boy, I got the Superman. Dang, what's the Superman? Well,
Hello.
Oh no! Oh, not these commercials.
Sure. You want me to help you with your
Out
groceries?
here.
This journey.
Skip day.
you that been following me for a long time and you have knee surgery, nothing of that nature.
All right,
But your boy, I got the Superman. Dang, what's the Superman? Well, for those of you that been following me for a long time and you have watched all or even some of my health updates, there was one particular video. And a lot of my foodie fam, they're already on it. I saw you guys in the comment section. You knew exactly what I went in for. You knew exactly what I went in for. Salute to every last one of you, because that means your foodie fam that been rocking out the long way, and you make sure that you're tuned in to all of my videos. So love and respect. ED, y'all. Erectile dysfunction. I don't have a problem talking about anything in my life whatsoever. And I did a video.
And see, fellas, this is why right here on the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show, we speak on real men drink water, because wait, our ladies need us to be King Kong in the bed. Fellas,
I'll try not to mention it.
There's gonna come a time, fellas, where you might get embarrassed. You might feel embarrassed. And you know, here on this program, we're promoting. Okay, we promoting water, but we also promoting exercise and great health, great mental health as well, because we know all of those work together. As a man, to be able to service your woman, you got to be in good standards in all those areas. And you know, I don't know this brother. I appreciate this brother's vulnerability, but I looked down this brother's page one time real quick. I just did a quick search. Do you know what this brother do on his page? What his page is mainly geared to? Go ahead, D.
I have no idea.
He do a lot of mukbangs and food tastings, food reviews.
Poor fella.
I look down his page. Hell, let's see if we can do it right now. Just so you know that I'm not telling no lies.
So you look down and you saw the rod. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Well, that's what that's what he need to be seeing is the rod. But I'm gonna have to come back. Let me see. I'm going to go down his page real quick.
Now, it looks like it's wrapped like a little burrito.
See, look at that.
That's what it's like. It looks like it's wrapped like a little burrito above in here, but you are a cheesesteak.
Five Guys.
Didn't know. Arby's
Fat Burger XL, Five Guys eating at the worst, review fried chicken. We're not now, brother. If you get a hold of this video, we're not trying to dog you, brother. We just keeping the receipts. Burger restaurant eating at the worst rated buffet.
I touched you just a little bit. I touched you just a little bit. Hold on a second, family.
Look at that. Fried chicken, waffles.
Cotton picking second, family. I know Arby's didn't just step into the cheesesteak game.
Wendy's.
Am I seeing
Burger
what I'm
King
seeing?
Reviews, Popeyes. Let's go back to the text at hand.
Family, this
all right. Let's move it on back up.
Being with ED, I broke everything down in that video, just like I'm gonna break erectile dysfunction. I don't have a problem talking about anything in my life whatsoever. And I did a video that was called Living with ED.
But you see that though, D. That's what he do on his page. I ain't knocking the brother, but brother, I'm quite sure with all those food tastes and things like that you doing, that probably has something to do with the ED, the erectile dysfunction. And I get it. He probably, he making good money off of it. He loved it. He probably like to eat. That's what's up. But shout out to you for being vulnerable. But man, having that surgery was risky, my brother.
Well, let me throw something at you.
Go ahead.
There has been proven by some doctors, not all, but some doctors said that some of the food that you eat does contribute to ED.
Yeah.
They're saying that you don't get enough vegetables, you don't get enough protein. So
all
a lot.
he eat fried chicken. I mean, thing is, you eating it all the time. Eating fried chicken, fried hamburgers. All day grease. I mean, yes, they say grease is good, fat is good for you, healthy fats, that's good for you. But man, if you doing this, like they say, if you do something so much, it can kill you. That's the same as drinking water. And we promote real men drink water, but we know that if you drink too much water, you can drown. So you gotta learn how to do this stuff in moderation to where your body is still healthy. The way where you still on top of your health gains, right? To where you can have that testimony and say, hey, when I look down, thanks be to God, I can see the rod.
Well, how about if I throw this little bit of knowledge and more out there?
Go ahead.
Even though he's had the operation of prosthetic pina colada, the brother is still, when he gets a certain age, he's going to have ED regardless. That's just a man thing. You hit a certain plateau, and you're gonna develop some sort of ED. You might not have the full blown.
He still got it. What you mean? I can't play this. I can't play this whole video, but the name of this channel, ladies and gentlemen, so you can watch it. The name of this video say "Life with a Prosthetic Penis," real talk. Look that video up. I watched the whole thing, but as he go further, he talks about how the device is made, that they did the surgery, connect the device. It's like a pump. It's got buttons on there that you press the buttons, and he say that it winds it up. There's some button he pressed where it winds it up, and is at attention. And he said even after he releases his load, it's still at attention. He had to press another button to make it go back down.
Now, how does that make the woman feel?
I believe he's a married man, so I guess she okay with it.
I bet you $1,000 she's disappointed in it. I bet you anything that she was having a fit when he got ready to have that surgery.
I mean, it's really a risky surgery. Well, let's let him cook, because I think we got a few minutes to be able to hear most of what he was saying. Let's see.
I broke everything down in that video, just like I'm going to break everything down and hopefully answer some of the questions that my kings out there may have when it comes to the penile prosthetic. Yes, the implant, baby. This is for individuals living with ED. This is when you go to your doctor, fellas, and a lot of you have strong egos about you. Trust me, I was one of the individuals. Not a lot of men want to admit the fact that they cannot be sexually active, regardless of what they do. It happens for various reasons. It's diabetes. It happens old age. It happens because you're just not really in the mood, though you may think that you are. There's a multitude of reasons why you cannot perform sexually. So you go to your doctor. Doc, what do you have for me? I need to get back right. I need to get back to myself. Doc is like, listen, let's start with pills. So the doctor, he'll start you off with Viagra or something.
See, I'm gonna stop right there. That doctor, man, he was informing you wrong. Brother, if you watch this video, brother, please reach out to me, because I would love to have you come on to our broadcast and we can have a conversation. We can do an interview. But your doctor, he advised you wrong all the time. He should have been like, brother, you need to drink you some water. You need to push back from all the food, different type of foods that you're eating, and you need to not eat so much. You need to do intermittent fasting, and you need to get on that treadmill, walk, run, do some type of cardio to work to get your oxygen back flowing through your body, get your veins back right. That's what you need to do, brother. But instead, what your doctor say?
Similar to it, in hopes that will help. And maybe in the beginning it does help, but then maybe after that, your body just kind of gets acclimated to it and it's no longer helping. You find yourself not showing up to the occasion when you would love to show up to the occasion.
Okay, I know what you said, D. What you said, D, as far as even after all is over, he's still gonna get ED again.
That's correct. And he just wasted a whole bunch of money.
And you can't. That does a lot to a man mentally. I'm gonna tell you right now, it did a lot to me mentally when there were just a whole lot of times the boy I couldn't rock out. I could do everything else. Show up to the party, make sure everybody's having a good time up off in the party, right? But when it came time for me and my boy to be at attention, like, hey, we in the building, we're ready to get busy. There's nothing I can do. Bet. So now Viagra is no longer working. What next, Doc? Well, we can always go ahead with the penis injections. Ouch.
Now look at that.
If you are sleeping in a position like this,
Oh,
you are
no.
wrecking your body
God.
and your breathing. Chronic neck pain happens when your cervical spine.
Oh. Now look at that, D. Penis injection. But I'm quite sure if you drink your glass of water and you run, that is not gonna hurt as much as a penis injection.
And on top of that, there's a company out called Game Day where they give you penile injections and they also tell you how to open those veins back up that has collapsed from a lot of oral
From a
I hope you caught that.
No, say it again. I was looking at something. Go ahead, say it again.
They give you injections. I don't want to advertise for their company or nothing, but they give you the injections. And they also tell you how to open up your veins for men that have a whole lot of
blockages.
yeah,
Cholesterol.
sort of like a lot of men like to have something stuck between their cheek and gum.
Okay, we're talking. We're talking.
I mean, I guess I can say this without getting you in trouble. For men that like to have a lot of oral sex, when women play blow pop with them.
Oh, okay.
Because one doctor was saying in a statement that some women don't know how to give a correct blow pop.
Facts, they don't.
And he was saying that it's not so much as the vacuum epidemic as it is the tightening of the entrance. Yeah, I think you can pretty well get it.
Yeah, I was watching last week. Not watching, I was listening while riding in the car. I was listening to a doctor that was on Ricky Smiley's show, and they, I guess on Wednesdays they have a doctor come in, and one of the callers called in and asked about ED, and he said something about it is he said it's plumbing. He said it's like a plumbing problem, and you bagged up with cholesterol. That's how he broke it down. He said you bagged up with cholesterol, and what you need to do is some pills, some vitamins that he recommended, and he pretty much said, get your cardio game up, do some squats and things like that to open up those veins that's around by your penis.
Yeah, because it's sort of like a detoxing type thing you got to have to open it up a little bit. Because a lot
I
of
don't even do drugs. You want me to start injecting myself? Come on, Doc. Why are we playing those games? And you want me to inject my boy? The most sensitive of areas. It's one thing when you're injecting your arm or if you're injecting your stomach, for diabetics, right? It's another thing when you're injecting your boy.
Which let you know you going down the wrong path, my brother. If you're doing it,
Doc. He's like, hey, you want to be sexually active, right? Yeah. Inject yourself. All right, bet. So now, y'all, I'm injecting the boy. I'm injecting my business. Maybe I was injecting myself wrong because it hurt. And those little injections right there, it is not for me. I'm going to tell you right now, it is not for me. It might be for you fellas, in all respect if it is, but it was not for me. Couldn't get down, couldn't get busy with it. Doc, what else do you have for me? He was like, well, remember when we were talking about surgery? The prosthetic penis? Yeah. The cylinder. Oh, yeah? He was like, we can always do surgery. If that's my only option left, yeah. And I know there's pumps out there that fellas can take to see if we can go ahead and pump up the business and get you rocking, but excuse me, wasn't for me. And so when I first went to get the surgery done, that's when my A1C was out the roof. If it's too high, they will not do the surgery, fellas. You have to be 7 and below on your A1C in order for them to approve that surgery. If you're up there, they won't do it. There could be possible complications. Doctors do not want that business. They want to make sure that you stay safe. They want to make sure that there's no type of wild infections because your A1C is crazy, or a rejection of the surgery altogether because your A1C is crazy. So it took me a while, y'all. It took me over 1.5 years just to get my numbers back to where they are now, currently, and to get approved for the surgery. All right, now, let's get into the surgery. So at the time, I was with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and you got to go through a whole process with your insurance company, especially when it comes time to get your boy manufactured. You have to go through a whole entire process, and you got to make sure that there's no kind of exceptions, exclusions, this, that, and the third. And Blue Cross Blue Shield was like, he's A-okay. He's good to go. So I remember leaving a week before the surgery was supposed to take place, right? I remember leaving to Miami on a fellas trip. And 2 days into being in Miami, I get a phone call from the scheduler who said that the insurance denied my surgery that I was supposed to get when I got back from vacation. I was looking forward to the surgery at this point, y'all. I'm like, oh, man, they did? What's going on? They're like, don't worry, we're trying to do an appeal, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, my goodness. So Blue Cross Blue Shield gave me zero love on my surgery when it came time to get my boy manufactured. Again, that's another blow to the ego piece. That's another blow. Like, you've been waiting this long. You've done everything that you needed to do to get your A1C down. Because even when my A1C came down, I still wasn't performing at normal. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, how about you just get your numbers in check? Just eat a little bit differently and your boy will come back. No, he didn't come back nowhere, right? All right, bet. What do we do now? Well, shortly thereafter, wifey ended up changing from Blue Cross Blue Shield over to Cigna. When she
see, that's why it's a risky surgery, doc. You got to make sure his A1C was down. You got to make sure this, and that, because if not, they ain't gonna be able to do it. But this brother, he got an interesting story, and I felt, I'm like, this is worthy of him talking about it.
Well, I have to give him hats off to him because ain't too many guys like to talk about Woody not working.
Come on.
Because, I mean, even when I go to the doctor once every 2 or 3 blue moons, I talk to the doctor and he like, oh, yeah? Oh, well, Mr. Day, now time was to go and get that colonoscopy. I'm like, no, man, you ain't going all up in my trunk like that, man. But you're supposed to get them like every 5 years. And then on top of that, when you hit a certain age, instead of every 5 years, they want you to get a colonoscopy like every, 7 years, depending on how bad your health is.
Yeah, I want to get one of those. Yeah, but I heard they say they go through your anal, but one of them what they call it,
Colonoscopy.
that's what that is. That where they clean you out.
Yep. They run up in there and they say, so you got 45 feet of intestines. Let me check that out again.
That help you lose weight too. That's
Yeah.
taking weight up out of you.
Yeah, it does, man. Because believe it or not, I heard a doctor say that the average person really does not flush their intestines completely out.
Right.
Says you hit a little bit of it, and some of it just hangs around on your walls like gorilla glue, just hangs in there.
Yeah.
And this doctor said that he said he recommended his patients do a detox once a month to clean themselves out once a month.
Yeah, that absolutely.
Yeah, because he was saying that it also clears the brain up, helps you to think a little clearer too when you ain't got all that junk in your trunk.
Facts. That's why we promoting around here. Real men drink water. And water is a cleanser. Water is a cleanser. It not only do it make you pee, water make you have a bowel movement.
Yeah, that's right. It sure does. Now, I guess you're probably getting pretty close to that age where you've got to get that prostate exam about every 3 to 5 years, somewhere like
Oh,
that.
I'm 42. Am I close to that age?
Yeah, you getting up there, brother. That 45, you better go on and hit it.
Oh way.
Make sure now when I went to get mine, I said, hey man, I'm a little bit skittish about guys getting back in the trunk there. He said, oh, it's nothing to worry about. So I do this all the time. Popped a little rubber glove on and said, bend over the table. We're gonna you ain't even gonna know I'm in there. I'm like, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, whoa, hey, whoa, Samson, get your leg out of there. Get your leg out of there. It's
Oh
nothing.
man, they don't even numb you up or nothing. You gotta
Oh no, ain't no numbing here, bro. No, you don't get no numbing, man. They go raw dog.
Whoa, I ain't looking forward to that. I can tell you that now. And I heard they say that's what they do when they give you that colonic. That's it, that colonic or whatever.
Yeah, the coloscopy. Well, what
yeah.
they do when they give you the coloscopy, not coloscopy, the
Colonoscopy.
yeah, when they give you the deal, man, what they do is they flush you out the day ahead of time. They give you some medicine to loose you up, and then you go in there the next day, and they'll tell you, they say, well, you got to have somebody drive for you because this sedative is going to knock you out. Sometimes, depending on who the doctor is, they'll let you see what's all up in there. And they'll
Yeah,
let you
they said you can see the see
little
that.
polyps. Yeah, you see little polyps. And they like, well, if you behave, we'll just go ahead and clip this one off, and we'll clip that one. And then you're like, oh man, you got me up here acting like a woman on her cycle, man. What's all this?
Clip them off.
Yeah, they clip the little polyps off.
Oh, okay.
Either they'll clip them or either they'll let the laser take and burn them off.
Why they got you on? Why they got you wide open at that time?
Man, you be wide open like 465. But a lot of times it sounds a lot worse than what it is. Because you run into a nice doctor, man, and he'll tell you, well, you just look at the monitor over there. It show you everything in living color, man. So you'll be like, well, doc, what's that right there? Oh, that's just a polyp. You ain't gonna know anything about it. He's gone.
Wow, before you even know it was gone.
Yep. That's when they use the laser. They get the little clippers out, man, and pouch. It all be done in about 20, 30 minutes.
All right, I might go on the grad get that, but I don't know that what you said it was, the prostate exam.
Yeah, boy.
They got to stick their hands all up in your butthole.
Be like, dang, doc, you said you was gonna use a finger. That's your whole leg, man. Pull some of your leg out of there.
Right.
And you might run into one of them doctors that's kind of think he's a comedian, and start cracking jokes about it. Oh, you're bending over the table. Ooh, look, an airplane up in there. They some of them be crazy, man. Some of them.
Yeah, like us CDL holders as men, we had to get our stuff played with. But you know what I noticed? I noticed the past few years, when I go get my, I just went and got that physical done. What was that? Wednesday morning, I went and got a physical. And you know what I noticed? They don't really do the where they grab you by your balls and they tell you to turn to the left and cough and turn to the right and cough. Then I thank God they ain't done that. They just ask you, are you experiencing any pain or anything down there? Are you experiencing anything? No, I'm not. I had one doctor, man. I done had two weird doctors over the years. I've been a CDL holder for 10 years now. And over these 10 years, I've had two weird doctors that had tripped me out while they had my stuff in their hand. I was like, ugh. Like I had one doctor, she was sexy too. She made my stuff grow. She wanted to play around with, like, just kept on rubbing it. I'm like, I wanted to say something, but I'm like, man, this is the way I pay my bills. So I can't really just say something, because if I say something, she she might fail me. So I'm like, why is she making my stuff grow? And then I had one doctor, she said something weird right before she touched it, talking about the moment that you've been waiting for. I was like, oh, in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, the hell, I ain't been waiting for this.
Yeah, man, I had
before she grabbed it, but it's all been female doctors though doing that.
Yeah, I had the little blonde. She checked me out one time, man. She, call, sir. I said, she said, I know you can call better than that. I said, she said, I can't get a good reading. You have to cough. I said, she said, whoa, yeah, that's good. That's good. Then I had one, man, and she just got like 7 hens full of it, She just I said, is that enough there, doctor? She said, oh, just a couple more minutes, Oh, I don't feel anything here. Oh, yeah, we're good. You can put your clothes back on. I said, and I was getting ready to leave out of the room. I said, you enjoyed that, didn't you? She said,
wow. Yeah, don't say these doctors, they get their little free feels. I'm like, boy, you can't say that, because it's like, man, this is how I pay my bills. I'm not about to mess this up. Like, just go get your feel all day. Because this one doctor, she kept on playing. She wouldn't let it go until it grew. After it grew, she's like, okay, all right. I'm like, well, that's what it is. You want to make sure it grows. Oh man, I'm like, that ain't right, man. That ain't right.
Yeah, they got some weirdo, man. Like like us GOI, man. I heard him on the elevator talking about this one lady he was checking out. Man, that lady, she was so big, man. Patience, man, I ain't never seen nothing that big, man.
I know a lot of women, they prefer a male OBGYN. They prefer a male. I don't know why, but yeah, a lot of women, they like the male OBGYNs. I say the males that have checked me, no, I thank God. No, we ain't never had no situation like that. Ain't nothing ever grew. They just say, hey, they just grab them and they say, all right, turn to the left, turn to the right. All right, they done. Yep.
Yeah, man, that doctor that gave me my prostate exam, man. I think something's wrong with that dude, boy. He like, Mr. Bend over the table there. It ain't gonna hurt. I'm using Vaseline.
Yeah, having a finger in my booty hole, man. That's just gonna mess me up.
I'm using Vaseline, and let me feel around in here. Wait, you're clenching. Loosen up, loosen up. Don't clench. I'm like, hey man, I ain't used to nobody being back there, man. I don't know P Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got one coming, man. At that 45, man. Get that done at that 45.
Yeah, man. Lord, I'm gonna have to pray because yeah, feeling somebody's finger in my butthole. Oh man, that's just going. I don't know if I can go through with it, Doc. I don't know if I can go through with it. Eggs, no.
Yeah. Well, at least it'll be better than that colonoscopy, man. They talking about let's see, 25, 45? Somewhere between 25 to 45 feet of intestines in there they got to crawl up in, man.
I mean, but they ain't gonna put nothing in me. They ain't gonna put like no tube that's 20, 45 feet in me, are they?
Yes, they are. Hey, it ain't gonna be that bad though. You know what they gonna do is they gonna get something like a little bit like a straw. It'll be like a straw, and then they'll put something inside the straw, and that baby gonna walk up in your stuff like Roto-Rooter.
Yeah, you know what? I've always wanted one too, because I had a girlfriend I dated years ago. She had told me she had one, and she's like, "Oh, you feel so much better and all that." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get it," and I never ever got around to getting it.
But that's what I'm told, man. I'm told that it helps you lose weight. You know.
I mean, I'm just gonna get. I mean, it's good to get cleaned out. So I'm. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. I'm about time now. Before I
Put me to
got
sleep or something, please put me to sleep.
well, they will sometime. If you tell them that you're gonna have, you tell them say, well, look, it might be some complications because I'm still a virgin. You know, I ain't used to this ride down here. You know, and they said, well, okay, well, let us give you this IV. You know, you get the IV.
Yeah. Somebody sticking stuff up my booty, my dookie shoot, man. Oh man, I can't do it. I can't do it.
And sometimes sometimes those IV works, and then sometimes you be like, Doc, it ain't working. I feel everything you're doing back there.
Oh man, for real? Oh no. Oh no. Let's turn my man back on. Let my man talk a little more. Oh man. Ooh, that messed me up. I gotta take me a break.
Did that. I just kind of reapplied to get the surgery done. Cigna, the green light again. I didn't get excited this time, but they gave the green light. But I didn't get excited because I got excited with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Didn't want the disappointment. I needed to ride this one all the way until surgery day. I had to ride this one out. Then surgery day came. Fellas, I hope you're ready for this next part. Surgery day came, and I was scheduled to go into the hospital, y'all. Like, I was supposed to be there for 5:30. I get there about 4:52 a.m. Nervous. Heart on. The heart was going crazy. I'm there with the wife and our daughter early in the morning. I'm in the admission part where you had to sit and speak with the lady behind the desk. She was the only person there. She broke down how long I'd be in surgery for. She just said 3 hours. I didn't think it was going to take that long, but she said 3 hours. And then she said, we're going to keep you overnight just to watch you to make sure that everything goes well with your surgery. I was like, all right, no problem. And now I'm just kind of signing my life away. And now it's real. Now that green light that Cigna gave me, the thumbs up, your boy is like, yes, thank you, Cigna. Shout out to Cigna. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of the people. So now it's time to get me ready, right? I get my robe on. They take me to the back room. I get the robe on, little hospital socks, little booty cheeks are hanging out in the back of the gown. Wifey sitting to the right of me. Our daughter sitting next to her on the phone, more than likely on TikTok. You know, and nurses are coming in, and the doctor finally arrives and like, damn, you ready? I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing really prepares you for the surgery, fellas, when it's time to get your boy manufactured. Nothing mentally preps you for that. All you know is when it's all said and done, Well, we're going to discuss that momentarily too. So now I'm going in. They're wheeling me down the hallway. And, you know, if certain hospitals that you go to, there's things all in the hallway, other beds in the hallway, people passing. Sometimes the hospital hallways are small. And I had, you know, saying just a tiny person actually just, when I say tiny person, I'm just meaning she was a shorter woman, actually, just, you know, just pushing me down the hallway. And I'm like, oh man, I hope she doesn't like destroy my feet because they're hanging off the bed. They don't make them for 6'6" brothers out there. You know what I'm saying? But we get into the operating room and I saw the operating table, family, and I'm looking at over the table and the table was floss. It was floss. It was this was the operating table. I was like, oh, let me show you a little bit closer. I'm a big brother. Well, you're gonna roll me off of my current bed onto an operating table that can't really hold me. Now what if I fall on the table? What if the operation goes wrong? Surgery goes wrong? What am I gonna do? They're like, all right, Mr. Patterson, we are now gonna roll you over onto the cold operating table. They rolled me over. I swear both butt cheeks was hanging off the side of the operating table. I'm a big brother. That's a small little table. Doesn't matter. My doctor's over there cracking jokes. Anesthesia dude come in, talks to me a little bit. Doc's like, hey, listen, you're going to feel just like maybe a little slight discomfort in your hand because that's where they had the IV. And, you know, we're going to pump the fluid in. And then you're going to be out like a light. You won't remember anything. You will wake up a little groggy. Your throat's going to be a little sore from the breathing tube, but you're going to be okay. Okay, that's what I remember him saying. I remember a nurse comes over. I remember her holding my arm, and she was like, now I need for you to breathe deeply 3 times. That's it. Just breathe. I kid y'all not. By the second, gone. Your boy was gone. I was out. I was out like a light, family. I was one and done. It was a wrap-a-roni. And when I wake up, I think you guys actually remember because I still did a food review with the scratchy throat piece from the hospital. Breathing tube is out.
See? Hold on, Doc. You doing food reviews from the hospital room. I mean, I gotta ask a question, bro. I mean, did you ever think about exercise as one of the options? You said you went straight to the doc, said, Doc, what can we do? We done with the video, but I mean, you said, Doc, what can we do? And you never did think about exercise being an option. That's one of the problems that I have. Like, I mean, is there perhaps was there something that may have been hindering you from doing the exercise? You know, I mean, like any physical ailments, like, you know what, you know, I can't, you know, I got broken legs or something up with my legs, something up with my feet, something like that. That's what I want to know. Like, is perhaps was there anything that was a physical obstacle, whereas, you know, you was hindering you from not being able to work out? That's the question I have for you, Doc. That's the question I have for you. Anything else, D? We're gonna go to the next one. I think you muted. I think you muted, Danger. Okay, guess not. I don't know where Danger went. But all right, let's go to our next topic. Not gonna be long. My allergies trying to kick in.
You
fell asleep.
Oh, there you go.
What's that?
I was asking if you had anything else, because I was like, we was done with that story.
Oh no, man. I'm a bit whoa. Oh man, I'm about booted out, man. Gotta meet that man in the morning.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna go and set it down. I'll let you go on to give us closing remarks. I'm gonna talk a little bit about your girl though. 5 takeaways from Kamala Harris' new book about her sprint for the presidency. Yeah,
things to make you
you're
go.
supposed to be. You're right. And what's making me go home is why you didn't tell me about the book since you was such a fan.
Well, I wasn't exactly such a fan.
Oh, what? No, don't do that now.
No, I wasn't a fan. I just knew that she was the best candidate for the seat. And as she and 250,000 government employees, as well as the ones getting ready to get laid off now by the government shutdown by the Republican Party, will say, yes, she was the better choice.
Okay. Then let's go on and read. Let me see if I can blow that up. I don't know if I can blow it up. Okay. All right. It says that Harris believes she was loyal to the Bidens, but it says the feeling wasn't mutual. That was one of the takeaways. Say 5 takeaways from Kamala Harris' new book about her sprint for the presidency. She said that Harris believes she was loyal to the Bidens, but it says the feeling wasn't mutual. Okay, you said that she was the best candidate for the job, but right there it seemed like there was some backdoor shadiness going on.
Well, that's all because everybody know all's fair in love and politics.
Ooh, that's what we got. Well, let's read a little bit of what it says. It says loyalty is one of the underlying themes in Harris' book. It's even laid out in one of the introduction quotes before the memoir begins from Kendrick Lamar's DNA. I got loyalty inside my DNA. Oh yeah, that's Kendrick all day right there. It say Harris writes of times that Biden, his family, and his senior staff in the West Wing questioned whether Harris truly was loyal, while her own frustrations mounted from the president's staff not speaking up to defend her from outside criticism. Oh, well, you know what that is, though.
Yeah, you see that title, right?
What title?
The president's staff.
Yeah.
Everybody, the president has his staff, as well as the vice president have her staff. So it's not for his people to speak up, it's up for her people to speak up.
But they ambushed your boy though. Your
Which
boy,
one
he
was
said he was still was gonna fight for the presidency. He still was gonna run. But after that first debate with Trump, he knew they all knew he wasn't gonna win against no Trump. So they had to sit him down.
They should have set him down quicker.
I seen that debate. Trump was eating him up. He had his hands tied behind his back. He couldn't do nothing with him.
Well, the problem with that was this man is coming off of a brain surgery. He had brain surgery. I mean, everybody knew that he wasn't up to par.
Just like I said, apologetics, the Cardi B syndrome.
I don't know. I got to look back here, but I don't think I had the BBL injections yet.
Just saying. Sound like we making excuses. He had just had brain surgery. Okay, but he was the president for those whole 4 years, calling the shots. Why couldn't he still run?
Well, in my opinion, they should not have let him run.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They should have gave it to Kamala so she can get an early start. They gave her the power to run after the game was over.
Number 2, she doesn't directly say that Biden shouldn't have run for a second term. Now they say she don't directly say it. So let's see. Harris doesn't make any comment in the book or whether Biden should have run for a second term at all. She defends his mental capacity to serve as president, but writes that Biden's staff mismanaged his fatigue and worsened the issue. Ooh. She throwing the staff up under the bus.
And I believe she's 100% correct. Because I've seen him in a few interviews and a few things he's done when he was president, coming down to the end, where they really should have took him off to the side and said, hey, go ahead and resign and let her take it from here.
Let's see what they say. It says, she said by the time last summer's debate debacle came around and questions mounted on whether Biden should stay in the race, she says she was in the worst position to tell Biden to drop out.
All right, you got that?
Ooh, wait, so they made her give the announcement.
Right. They set her up.
He would see it as naked ambition, perhaps as poisonous disloyalty, even if my only message was, don't let the other guy win. Harris writes. Wow. Yeah. She writes that she perhaps should have told Biden in the aftermath of the debate to drop out, but that maybe he was right to think voters would support him in a second matchup against Trump. In the end, Harris says it was Joe and Jill's decision. So if it was Joe and Jill's decision, how did it end up being the fact that that Biden got sat down? I think his campaign sat him down.
They had to. He looked too bad.
Wow, look at this one. They say, but Harris acknowledges in the book that it was recklessness to leave the decision of whether Biden should drop out to the Bidens themselves. It should have been more than a personal decision. Oh, wow. Yeah. Her first choice as running mate was Pete Buttigieg. That's number 3. You know Pete Buttigieg. He used to be like a mayor, I think, in South Bend.
Yeah, he was the mayor of South Bend with his gay butt.
Harris reveals that Pete Buttigieg, her former 2020 political rival who served as transportation secretary in the Biden administration, is a close friend and was her first choice for running mate. Oh, she compliments Buttigieg as a savvy communicator. Okay, but what ended up happening though? It said he would have been an ideal partner, but she had reservations about whether Americans would accept a ticket with a black woman married to a Jewish man alongside a gay man. Oh, that's what it was. That's what that was. Okay, let's go to number 4. She is still trying to tell her backstory. Harris has typically been a buttoned-up politician, especially when it comes to sharing personal anecdotes. In the memoir, though, she's more candid and reveals some of the personal struggles and stresses of her run for president, like the toll it took on her relationship with Emhoff. Guess that's her husband. Okay. Number 5. What's next for Harris is still unanswered. It says in the last few pages of her book, Harris gives some vague ideas for what she sees as the path forward for Democrats and for the country. We need to come up with our own blueprint that sets out our alternative vision for our country. Harris writes, adding that the heart of her vision is investing in educating Gen Z.
Well, they are the ones that's tearing the world apart right now.
Wait, I don't know. I say this though. If Harris got to come up with something, what they say, tangible. If Harris come up with something that okay, I can get with it, then Harris got my vote. But The stuff she was saying, the laughing and cackling, and saying that it was gonna be the same 4 years of Biden. I'm like, no, I don't want no Biden. That's the easy decision. I don't want him. So if it's gonna be the same, we cool.
And believe it or not, there was a few other people that thought that way too until 250,000 government employees lost their job. And now, with the government shutdown, we're looking at 500,000 employees losing their job.
Way.
So, ask them people, the 250,000 that lost their job, ask them, are they better off with Trump rather than Kamala? Because one guy came on MSNBC and he said if he knew Donald Trump was going to make him lose his job, he never would have voted for him.
I heard they got their jobs back.
I'd like to see that.
I'm just saying. I've seen people on my page talk about they got their job back, but they turned it down still.
I think it had a lot to do with the bootleg way they brought him back.
Okay.
They brought him back, but they had to pledge loyalty to the Orange Man.
Is that right?
That's what I heard.
Well, all right, we done with that story. We're certainly gonna keep an eye out on what happens in the future. The reviews, because I think the book just came out this week, or what everybody else is saying about that book. Final last words, D.
Okay, here it is. The final last word. Final last words is question to the public. If the government should shut down and you lose your job, are you better off with the lady in the greens or the orange man with the toupee? It's been a it's been a fantastic night, and
that's all we got for tonight. That's all we got for tonight. Is that all we got for tonight?
Well, Baylor. Well, considering now,
not all, but most.
It's been a fantastic night as usual. I would like for the American people to take one deep breath and look and see. Everything that is happening now was also done in the book entitled The Making of a Dictator, Adolf Hitler. When Hitler started dispatching his Gestapo army in different key cities around the German camp, and how he went after all his enemies, everybody that didn't like what he was campaigning for, and how he basically started shutting his people down and out. Just take a look at that and see if anything seemed familiar. Hey, you guys have a great night, man, and tell the king mucho dayama to him.
I'm quite sure he watching.
Take care, boss. Be careful out there, man.
All right, you too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how it go. We got to do the 3 times for this Trinity salute. Y'all know how it go. Who we had up in the chat room? We had my boy Eric up in the chat room tonight. Let's give him that 3 times for the Trinity salute. Shout out to Eric. Who we had on panel tonight? We had my boy Danger. Let's give him that 3 times for the Trinity salute. Shout out to him. Well, if I could give a final word of encouragement or anything, I would say righteousness. Oh yeah, I would say righteousness, and that we have to vote with our feet. Yep, we got to vote with our feet on the side of righteousness. Come on. We got to be able to exercise the demons by moving our feet. Come on. We got to let the demons know that, okay, if you don't do this on our terms, come on, our feet is going to do this on their terms. Come on. Vote with your feet on the side of righteousness. Come on. They talk about, the lesser of two evils. Well, I mean, you still choosing evil at the end of the day. Come on. So, as what I was saying, it don't matter who was up in office. Come on. The same thing still is gonna happen. Come on. Because orders got to get carried out. Come on. Vote with your feet, ladies and gentlemen, on the side of righteousness. Come on. We appreciate your generosity and your support tonight. Come on. Please make sure you come back next Thursday. Come on. Same time, same station. Come on. And we will see you in 7 days. We appreciate everything. Let's see if anybody else said anything. Right, we ain't had nobody else come through. Shout out. Okay. Hey, come through next Thursday. Holler at us. We're gonna kick it. Have ourselves a ball. Peace. Have a great night, great weekend. Be safe. Be blessed.
You've got to be some kind of dream. Decide to smoke the best of the weed. I've never seen your pedigree. You're not the average type, you're a different kind of breed. Wait a minute, cause I kinda slow it down. If I could, I would sell you by the pound. Cause you got my mind spinning like a roller coaster. Every day, every night, got my moves in it. See, your love is like a drug, I can get enough. Everything I see is got no face on it. It don't matter where you are, I just wanna go. Everything you do, I'm just loving it. I'm so glad to be alive. Don't you let it go. Always on my mind, no control. Can't help it, no, can't shake it, no, can't let it go. I think I'm about to lose my buzz, so let me refill my cup, love. Have you ever felt like you was losing your mind? Well, I'm going shot for shot, cause I'm taking my time. It's like going through a permanent hangover. One mistake, lose your trust and it's all over. Keeping us up every night and it's gonna take its toll. That's how I know I'm gonna sip this drink slow. See, your love is like a drug, I can get enough. Everything I see is got your face and it don't matter where you are, I just wanna go. Everything you do, I'm just loving. Girl, I'm loving it. Don't you let it go, don't you let it go. No control, nothing. Can't help it, can't shake it, can't let it go. I'm through. Everything I see reminds me of the times when I realized why you take me back. Baby, I'm attached. You keep breaking my record. I keep saying I'm a stop. Coming back to you when I think I'm through. Everything I see reminds me of the times when I realized why you take me back. Baby, I'm attached. You keep breaking my record. Reminds me.
Feel like I'm in rehab or something.
It reminds me it's hard to live without you. You know what I'm saying? Got me laying in my bed with
super sweet.
You see, your love is like a drug. I can't get enough. Everything I see is got your face on it. It don't matter where you are.